That night and morning was. We're talking about Friday by the time we get to Japan, that a 7.3 earthquake kicks off just off that northeastern coast Japan. If this coastline looks very familiar to you, it's because just last year there was a 9.0 magnitude quake there. That's the one that triggered that, not only that powerful earthquake, but the tsunami and then the nuclear disaster right along in that area in Fukushima. So to compare these two, this one is much, much weaker. This one sent a wall of water toward the coastline, but this one did trigger a tsunami warning. At points there was a 6-foot tsunami expected. Actually, a 3-foot wall of water did kind of work along the coastline. The tsunami warnings are canceled right now. Let me show you all the video coming out of, and this is from Tokyo. When you realize that you see these buildings shaking, this is more than 200 miles away from the center of this quake. So as frightening as that must have been, they didn't know how strong the quake was at the time that it was happening, and the buildings are shaking like this. There's also scenes of folks trying to cram into train stations because warning sirens were going off all along the coastline of Japan, telling people to get away from the shore. They knew this was going to be a powerful quake, and they knew there was the possibility of a tsunami. Now, our Akiko Fujita is in Tokyo right now. We asked her to set up the scene for us this morning. Good morning, Akiko.
Well, Sam, this quake today was so reminiscent of that large quake in March of last year in so many ways. It hit just after 5 o'clock in the afternoon. We felt the shaking in our Tokyo bureau, but it just got stronger and stronger and stronger. It lasted several minutes. Then the warnings for that tsunami. We heard one of the network anchors at one point call out to the residents saying, please do not forget about what happened last year. Please evacuate immediately. Just to give you an idea of the intensity of the shaking we experienced today, it was a 5 on a scale of 1 to 7 in Japan. The quake last year was a 6. Sam?
And that we know of, 2 folks have been injured. Thank you, Akiko. And we've watched 9, or we've counted so far 9 aftershocks in that area. They have an early warning system with seismographs all around that coastline of Japan. They were able to give folks at least a 6-minute warning, which is amazingly helpful if they know where everyone should go and get away, and if that's an orderly evacuation. And we don't know about that one yet.